man's hatred transformed a town into ruins. A knight, a bearer of dark glyphs, sets out on a journey to fell a man whom he once called a friend. In the shadows on a street corner, in an abandoned town, the dark, insidious malice awaits the knight.
Welcome back to Let's Play Chaos Legion. Well, time to bust out our new summon. We lost our big bad Thanatos, but we got the sword people now. Guilt. Effective against organic monsters like these little spider thingies. And it mentions the active and passive mode. I can change with the R2 button. If they're in defense, their initial defense stat increases a bit. And I gotta press triangle to get them to do things. This is good for if you want to have a legion like stay in a certain spot and make enemies kind of come to you or whatever. More often than not, y'all have them act on their own accord. They're welcome here. A lot of enemies and not a whole lot of breathing room here. Every once in a while they'll drop things though. Especially these experience gems. Can only use these. We only get to keep. I mentioned you can get XP, but you only get to keep like these items we've been picking up if you complete the mission. So all these EXP gems, I have to actually like get to the next level in order to keep those. Sometimes I'll respawn, but they're being really generous with this now. We'll have dropped another stat up by now. We'll start to see those as well. Again, to keep your souls up, they're going to take damage and then lose their blue meter up there, that soul meter. They don't get souls. Well, they do if they kill an enemy, but you do it if you kill and also strike an enemy, so kind of keeps you from I guess it's their way to keep you from being too far away, and like you have to mix up. You want to keep them around and kind of risk getting hit yourself. That doesn't matter. Once again, more enemies, not a whole lot of breathing room. These enemies like to roll at you, but that's the way to do the most damage. That's their little counter. You just smack them out of that. Bam. I'm just getting juggled now. Get a couple items down here. Got a defense up. S. Again, like the XP gems we've been getting, we need to complete the level in order to keep these. Some of these items will usually respawn and they'll come in again and again. I think the experience gems don't though. Most of these will stick around though. Don't get too close. You walk through here. Again, I was ready for that one. Not as strong, but hey, the numbers get them all more than happy to have. Take that down. Come across our first of the 9 Thanatos chips. That's when I tell you they won't all be this easy to grab, but the first couple will be. That locks up. This thing gets summoned. I'm going to pull back my legions on that one because I can't stun this big enemy by hitting him in the head with the legions out. Because while they're out, my attack power decreases, so I gotta. Once I take them down, though, that's something to put these guys to work, and that'll keep other monsters from respawning. So we just have to take out the ones that are here. Stabby, stabby. One more left. Bam. Oh. I quit that strong here. We got 2 life recoveries off that one. Nice. Oh, that was on max up. I'm sorry. They just look the same sometimes. So I might see me kind of gloss over items if I don't particularly looking at the text. We're already at our next boss. These super large biggins. This one kind of get him on the side of his little lance there. You're gonna want to definitely keep away from that when he does the stomp. You're gonna want to stay away from the middle. Keep away from his lance as best you can. Gonna tag him on the side. Adopt like a hit and run strategy. Every once in a while he'll summon these things. Stay the far the fuck away from them as possible. Oh, they won't chase you too far. They do explode and do a hefty amount of damage. You don't even really need the Legion for this boss if you just stick and move. I'm gonna lock on him. That was probably a mistake. Oh, okay. I thought he was going for a swipe there. He was gonna tag me. Oh, get the fuck away from that. Almost. Oh. Oh, I didn't know I could cancel that by hitting him. When he does that, you want to not be near that, because he'll always follow up with that little side swipe there. But for the most part, he'll always stay in the middle here, so you can just... Shooting those things don't actually hit him. That'd be kind of a little feature there. Albeit to make the boss fight a little too easy. When he gets to about low enough health, he changes his summon tactics. He gets these little claw enemies we saw earlier, but by then I kept focusing on the boss, and down he goes. If only they were all this simple. There's gonna be some bullshit later, I know. Not looking forward to that. But anyway, we get another Legion to our call. Now we have 2 Legions to work with. We have the sword, and this one's gonna be more distance, the Arrow Crest. We now have a distance tag. Since we did amazingly on that, double A's across the board. Get a ×4 rank bonus. Another attack up, nice. Explains the Arrow Crest. Equipping this crest enables us to summon the Malice Legion. Before we head to the next stage, I can show off how I leveled these guys up, kind of backed out, got the experience I needed and bring them back up, give them a little bit more attack. I can do so again. Now they're even more powerful. I got the enchant, which is a Rising Phoenix. It's like a hold back, like press back and the attack button at the same time. You'll knock the enemy into the air, but I mainly did it to get a little more attack power for myself. Pardon me. Show off Malice as well. I got his enchant up to level 2. Gives me a longer range for my lock-on. You'll be seeing that a little. I'll show that off in this attack and defense. You start with 2 of these things. We'll get to 3 and then 4. And you get an assist. That's their follow-up attack if you hit triangle while they're not active, and they'll just knock them into the air and just gun them down. The more you put into that, the more show up and thus more damage. And we're up to the next stage, continuing into the Defon Twilight City, the central block. Oh man. This place got proper fucked. Alright, let's do this. Let's start skipping that from now on because it's pretty much the same thing over and over again. I guess I'll keep the pan of the stage to kind of get a good look at it. More of the same here. Not terribly difficult. Even less than so, because again, I got my attack up a little bit, and all the attack up trinkets I was able to grab in the previous stage. Keep wanting to say episode, but that's episode as an LP, not the stage, I don't know what you call it, but yeah. Alright. Is that all of them? No. I catch a little straggler here and there. I think that's all of them. Yep, there we go. Okay. introducing these more inorganic enemies. That's where the guilt comes in, because they can take them out pretty easily. Actively they'll just shoot on their own, but I usually just mash triangle and get it done as super quick as possible. Once you take all 3 down, grab this thing, and the second you do, these fucking fast enemies show up. These things are a pain in the ass. Did I get all of them? No, there's one. Of course, I always miss one. Alright, hold down triangle to get my lock on. Oh, he's over here now. The lock on takes uses up my soul. Use that. Oops. That's my triangle. I guess I can show that off. And then summon, then press triangle so they can do things. I get a little too trigger happy on that one. And if I didn't mention, well, I mentioned it a little bit before, but the full map screen of the things, you of course are the arrow. Red on the screen are enemies. The blue is your legions. Anything yellow you see are items you can pick up. Orange are the special monsters, are things relative important that you want to take out first so you can move on. They're not spending all your time just killing everything you see. You don't have to do that. It's advisable to do so, because of course you're going to get a fuck ton of experience by doing it, but for LP purposes, I figured I'd mention that. Oh, that thing's gonna... yeah. Should have backed off. This part's gonna be a little tricky, because now they get a little inventive where the, this monster generator. Whoop, wrong one. Yeah, switch legions with the L2 button, by the way. Be careful. Using the shit out of these. I'm gonna use my lock on to take out as many as I can. Eventually they'll stop spawning. I'll be able to... oh, I'm not even hitting that. Start on this side too. Oh, here they come. Back up! Oh, I hit L2. I guess I was in the midst of firing, couldn't get it. It's not like a cancel or anything. I guess to keep it from being real too OP. And it takes a while to bring back out as soon if you take it out. It takes like a good second or two. Ow. This is what I was... okay. Damn it! I'm too greedy, but now that they've stopped spawning, I'll just... fuck! Yeah, I'll just fuck. Come on, you fuckers. Trying real hard not to get hit here. Get around, so I had to take these out. Try not to do that for too much, because... oh man, I can do it here. Legions, go! Back up. Because now that it's weakened, I can just smashy smashy. Or slashy slashy in this case. And what you call it, get some of my life back, hopefully. Probably not all of it, unfortunately. Arrow on into the next area. Ah, it was a trap! Just didn't even follow up, immediately knock them down and stun this big guy at the same time. Let's take him out first because he's going to do the most damage. We don't need that. Also give us more life if we do take him down. We managed to get that one. Fuck out the way. Ah, fuck. Too late on that swing there. Not that time. Oh, didn't count. For whatever reason. I'll get this thing and let my sword legions do some of the work here. Try to... get that shit in front of me if I can. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, where'd all my health go? I thought it was more than that. I guess I killed too many or whatever. So now this is gonna be this next area is gonna take a bit of doing. May have to cut out here. You can see over there the Thanatos chip. Don't go for that just yet. Kind of want to focus on clearing these enemies out, and if you can, go for these whatchamacallits. But before we do that, check your map for like these little dots on the side here. These unorganic things. These things won't respawn, so we can just summon. Mash the fuck out of triangle button. Sorry if you can hear that in the actual recording. A little close there. Damn. Fuck off. Put you guys to work. A bunch of these dudes now. What I do is target these. For low on health, I can just smack these larger enemies around and hit them in the head. I want to leave my Legion out. For that. Smack it, smack it. Slash it, slash it. A couple more out here. Whoop. Back away because that's going to roll. Try not to get too close to the sides there. Eventually I'll be able to take all these beasts down. Fuck. Come on. Swat him in the head. There's a bit of a timing to it to keep them stunned, like jump and hit, because if you do it too quickly, you'll knock them. Well, I'll show it here if I can. Yeah, if you do it too quickly, you actually knock them down, but you can still get around on the other side and smack them while they're prone. I just prefer the easier way of continually, like, get the timing down for that jumping slash, like, as they're about to recover, but before they... You can kind of stun lock them. Bit of a bit timing to that. It might take some getting used to your first time going through this. I don't know how else to... If I get another one, I'll try and explain the timing as best I can. Anyway, we want to take these out if we can. I know once the middle one drops, them weird fucking speedy metallic enemies show up again. So we gotta be dubious and be careful. They'll also show up if we try to go for the Thanatos chip over there. Get them now. Take a chance here and grab it. Summon! They're right next to me, so they'll go down easy. Oh! And as always, I miss one. But they go down real easy enough. These are the fucking bane of my existence and, like, anything above easy mode, because those things hurt. And they hit multiple times, too. It's really hard to pin down. You have a better chance of getting up your, summon, so you summon more of them to get them out so they can cover more ground, basically. You're gonna see me use, Guilt's gonna get used a lot, let's just say that. Let's just get that out of the way right now, trust me. That's because he's the only one with, like, a good distance attack. Like I said, you shoot the middle one out, the middle things show up. Don't do too well against the organics. Flesh and blood enemies. Okay. Now that I explained all that, I'm just gonna take out these three, whatchamacallits, and in the meantime, I'll see you back. Oh. Blah, blah. I'll see you back. I'll see you back. I'll see you back. Can't talk for shit today. What else is new? Fuck sentences. But anyway, I'll be back once I've taken care of all the, generators. Okay. The results. Thankfully, it points us out to where we need to go, otherwise I would have gotten lost. Little life recovery S before we head into this next area. I'll probably need it. If not for this boss, then probably some other boss down the road, but anyway. You can tell the really epic music. Oh boy. This thing immediately starts out with the summons, but ignore them for now. Just like cross swipe there, you want to kind of jump out of the way there. Once again, his weak spot's the head. Adopt the stick and move strategy. He's got like throw on the ground like little projectile kind of action going on. Yup. You always want to be in the front of him. If you're on the side or whatever and you're trying to swing at him, it won't work. Sometimes he'll go for like a 360 swipe or whatever. It's hard to explain, but you'll see it. I'll probably hit by it too. Oh, he's got a double one too, where he stamps down. Kind of, you want to be in the middle of that, or at least away from the side. Once you get him down to half health, this fight becomes a little easier because the summons are gone, and now it's just him to deal with. But immediately back away from that because he goes for that attack, like I mentioned, that 360. There it is. He starts getting a little more aggressive, trying to jump away from you, do projectiles. He's also got a bit of a charge attack. If you're low on health, these guys will come in handy. You can let them do the work. Pull them back before they get hit as he's about to do the charge. Ow! Yeah. Did not want to let that happen. Wait. Whoa, that's... Holy shit, when did he do that? Oh, a little greedy there. Didn't let my sword legions do the work, because if he hits me again, I'm dead. It's a slow way of doing this fight, but I should not have gotten hit there. I got greedy. And I was also late at something bringing them back. Charge again. Ugh. If you can, it's risky, but if you get him close to the wall and he runs into it, he'll knock himself out, and he'll be like prone for a good while, so you just lay on the damage. But anyway, with him down, got another legion here, the Blasphemy Legion, or the Bomb.
They were my precious family. Thanks for saving me. I'm Marcia. I'm one of the Maidens of the Silver. Recently, the intelligence of the Order had traced the whereabouts of Lord Delacroix. I was ordered to act as a scout and pursue him, so I separated from the head unit and came here to gather information. But how could this have happened?
It looks like he's headed for the ruins of Murdoa. Do you know him?
You shouldn't concern yourself with that.
Voice acting in this game's a little weird. She was crying for that split second there, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm fine now. I need to talk to you about Delacroix." Yeah, Arcia though, looks like a sole survivor of that Order of the Silver. Didn't do too well in the ranking on that much. That C kind of brought my average down to just double A. Got rid of the plus. Mostly because I getting greedy and taking hits. Soul recovery large, that might come in handy for later. Explain the more on the new Legion. We can only carry 2, like I mentioned, so if we want to level this thing up proper, we're gonna have to take it with us and keep one of our other Legions back at the intermission screen. But the only thing with the Blasphemy Legion is that it gives you like more soul to work with. Which would be helpful, but right now it's kind of at this point, so I'd stick with the current setup we have now, our 2 Legions, the sword and the arrow. I'm gonna be keeping with that kind of setup for a while now, so we get like more Legions to work with. It's not like it's unhandy, it just doesn't get used as often. It will see some use, but next time on Let's Play Chaos Legion, The Ruins of Murdoa. Take care and thank you for watching.